Greek podcast. We're at New York Prime outside Thanksgiving weekend. We're kicking it. Of course, we're always sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars. Your next luxury car should be there. West Palm and Jupiter. I'm with my boy Ryan. We're kicking South Florida. How good is this? November.
So nice.
Shorts, hanging out. And God, it's crazy. We got a couple things to get into. And one of the things we're going to get into is something that my friend and I, well, first of all, I'm thankful for a lot of things. And one thing I'm thankful for is our friendship. And I mean that sincerely. You are a great man.
Love
One
you,
of the best things in South Florida. You can take that as a compliment or as a knock. It's not a lot of great things. It's a low bar.
Very low bar.
I think
It's the beach and then rye.
that's it. I think $1 million can change your life. Ryan says no. And what the reason is because there was a story over the weekend where a gentleman bought a storage unit for $500 and he found $7.5 million. I think it's a hoax. And then he gave it back. And then they gave him a reward of $1.2 million.
Right.
Ryan, but I'm saying for the average guy. Now let me ask our camera guy. Would $1 million change your life? Cash.
Yes.
Thank you. Now over to you.
Okay, what I'm saying is that $1 million.
Cash.
Hold on. What I said is that it's not life changing, and when I say it's not life changing,
Sorry.
what I mean is that there's an amount. Like, so the 7.5 million is life changing.
Yes.
Because not even just for an average guy, for any guy at 7.5 million, you can go into tax-free bonds and make almost 300 grand a year.
Okay.
$1 million, you're getting $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
And the problem is that the extra $40,000 a year, even to a cop or a teacher who you know I have incredible respect for, because my mother was a teacher and I'm on the board of the Boca PD. It's not life changing because after tax it's like an extra 28 grand a year. So if you had that $1 million,
All right, you got $1 million.
you have $1 million.
Yeah.
You're not going to invest it for an extra 28 grand a year because that part isn't life changing. So what are you going to do? You're going to blow it over the course of 2 or 3 years.
First thing I do, 25 dimes on the Dolphins playing the Colts. Plus the 8. I called it. There. We're up to $1.5 million. Just like that. Just like that. We're smacking it around. We make some deals. Maybe buy a couple watches.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice to have.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's not life changing.
Life changing.
It's fun. I'd rather have the extra $1 million than not have
God,
it.
I think it's for most people watching this podcast or my audience, that's life changing.
And the reason that I say that is that I think that if you took someone who lives in let's say that you took someone who lives in an average 4-bedroom home here in South Florida. Forget Boca Raton.
4-bedroom. That's not average.
Okay, an average 3-bedroom home.
2-bedroom, an average person.
In any town in South Florida.
Yeah.
So your average because the average house is 3 bedrooms. I mean, most people have 2.3 kids,
In Boca,
right?
yeah.
So I mean, even Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I grew up poor.
Yeah.
We had 1 bathroom, but we had 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
Right, and a basement.
Yeah.
So your average 3-bedroom home in South Florida is $220,000, let's say.
Yeah.
Super average.
Yeah.
Right? A nice home, $250,000.
You can pay your house off.
Right.
For
But my
most
point
people,
is-
though, if you pay off your house, that's utopia. You know what? But remember years ago they used to say, before our time, they used to have parties. If you paid off your mortgage, you burnt the thing.
Right, you burnt the paper, you burnt the
but
mortgage.
that's, I mean, you got a house $250 and you got $1 million. You could pay off your house. You got $750.
I agree. Okay, so now you got $750,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Right? Now you think
I
that
didn't say
wife
you
is
could
gonna-
quit life.
Right. Now your wife is going to buy a new car.
Yeah.
Right? That's $80,000 gone. Your wife's going to buy her
Kia, 27
Nah, she's going to go, we're a millionaire. I want a Cadillac.
It's the Greek. I'm for the normal guy. I'm the guy who slugs
I
it
am
every day.
you were rich growing up. You grew up in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I had to move there.
I'm the guy who's slugging it every day, 9 to 5.
Everyone watches and be like, "That guy Ryan's such an arrogant guy." No, I'm not. I get it. $1 million a lot of money, but it's not life changing. And as it relates to that story,
Yes.
if you paid $500 and you won the storage unit, and the rule is anything inside that storage unit
He's
is
mine.
yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Why am I giving it back to the guy?
I ain't giving it back to the guy.
He was worried that it was Babanya.
Well, right. So okay. So if it's a drug dealer or it's a guy named Vito, I'm $7.5 million rich. I'm buying myself some security.
Yeah.
And I'm living my life well.
I think the night before he probably saw Netflix and he was watching that movie.
He's watching Narcos.
And he's like, I'm out.
Right.
I'm giving this back. I don't
Right.
believe this story.
And if the guy that actually owned the $7.5 million prior to you being the owner was someone to be afraid of, he ain't giving you $1 million.
No. He's like, screw it.
He might give you 50,000 and be like.
And why is he not taking the money out of the thing to pay for the storage unit?
Thank you.
That's what I think is engaging.
And if he, let's say that it went so far beyond the time that he could pay for the storage unit,
Yeah.
and you know there's $7.5 million in there, aren't you the high bidder at $2,000?
Oh, of course.
So I call BS on the whole thing.
Yes,
but
we do.
I hope all of you get $1 million, but it ain't gonna change your life.
All right. Springsteen, I don't know if you had a chance. I know our friend, that you introduced, Marvin, saw him on
Yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah.
And he said it was life-changing. It was a great show. And now they're talking that a lot of other artists, because the Springsteens
Absolutely.
are going to start doing it. Would you think that?
I would think so.
Yeah, Beyonce.
And I would think that a guy like Billy Joel,
Billy Joel's great.
who's got the Garden,
Yeah.
and that's really cool. But I think that eventually, like, what's her name in Vegas?
Britney Spears.
No, not Britney Spears. Who did
Celine
the thing?
Dion.
Celine Dion, right?
Yeah.
That show got old.
Yeah. Well, I think
And
it got old.
and it got exhausting.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
it's
lot.
exhausting to put on that production.
Oh, yeah, every night.
But if you're Billy Joel
Yeah.
and you can sit with your piano and your harmonica in front of 220 people
Yeah.
that paid $1,000 a piece,
Yeah.
and that's what those things go for.
For whatever
What's
reason.
the Springsteen ticket?
Oh, the Springsteen tickets are a lot. They're
It's like 1,800, right?
Yeah, they're mega cash.
Right.
I mean, Marvin got hammered. But I mean, he's Marvin.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
You don't care.
Love you, Marvin.
This is one of your cigars.
Marvin,
by
no
the way.
offense, you didn't make the Christmas list.
Right.
It was close. It was between you and Kevin Hart and the Greek list. You made it.
All right.
But yeah, I just think that'd be cool. Now, Billy Joel, for some reason, I tied to you. You like Billy Joel, the whole
Well, I
Jersey
think he's
thing.
great.
And I heard a great story he was telling the other day. He was in the Hamptons, young, just started making it. 52nd Street's out, and he's playing piano, and in front of him is Christy Brinkley,
Yep.
Whitney Houston, and I think Evangelista did model. He goes, and I'm playing the piano, and I just look up at the guy, and I go, thanks. Don't make me. He says it's a great story. I love his stories.
Yeah, he's got great. Do you listen to Billy Joel channel on Sirius?
Yes, once in a while.
But when we're not listening to regular terrestrial radio,
We're
which
not
we
listening to
listen
real
all
radio.
the
Yeah,
time.
no, it's great.
No,
he has a
it's
thing that you could call up and he plays a thing.
Yeah.
So I called up last week. I said, Billy, stop blowing me up. I'll get to you when I can. I want to see if he plays that. All right, football is here the weekend. Our Jets are officially done.
Done.
Fork in it, finished.
Done,
The Jets
son.
are out.
Yeah.
Jets are out. We were wrong because we won last year and we came back with them.
Right.
But I made the bet thinking Bridgewater was going to quarterback.
I thought that Bridgewater was going to quarterback,
Yeah.
and I thought that Darnell would back him up and learn and not
Yeah.
break his foot, and not suck.
Yeah, I mean,
he sucked.
it was terrible. Terrible year.
Yeah.
They got beat by the Patriots.
And by the way, I did get foisted half that bet. I got sucked in. He calls me up. He's like, I made the bet. I'm assuming you're half of it.
Oh, that's so not true. Oh, my God. He wanted that. He wanted more. Now, would you go for Bell? If you're the
Yes,
Jets?
I've been saying that forever.
Yeah.
And he's a Jet fan. Yes.
So no matter
Yes.
what,
Absolutely.
what do
go
you give
for it.
him? Guaranteed.
Do
you give him the 18 million a
You
year?
don't give him the 14.7. He passed up 14.7, right?
Yeah.
Um,
He wants like 17 million a year.
I would
guaranteed.
listen. I'd give him a 5-year deal because he's probably got 5 solid years left in him.
Maybe, yeah.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
I'd give him a 5-year deal. I'd give him a $10 million guarantee, and I'd give him and I'd give him all kinds of bonus stuff.
He don't want that. That's why I left Pittsburgh. He wants 17 million a year guaranteed.
He wants 17 million a year guaranteed.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
What'd you give it to him?
No, I'd give him a 5-year deal at $15 million, and I'd guarantee him the first 17.5 million. Sure.
But he wants it every year, not
I
just.
know. Well,
then you're in the
you
same
don't-
thing. Then
you
you're
don't
not
get
all
that.
in.
But he wants
That's
to
the price.
play-
The
he
price of this pumpkin is $8, not $6. Do you want, as a Jet, you're a fan, true blue. I know you did that.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, give him the 17 million a year. Of course, absolutely.
Well, then you give Donald a big ace in the back. Get a couple more
But he
receivers.
sucks.
Who? You don't like Donald?
No.
You're not happy with him?
I'm unhappy with him.
The first night when he won, you were like, "This is it, Joe Willie."
I'm not unhappy with him. I'm unhappy with what the team did. They needed to keep Bridgewater. They needed to give Darnell some reps as the season progressed and let him learn the speed of the game. He came out of college. The speed is different. The size is different. He can't throw on the run every time. You have to learn to trust your offensive line. Sit in that pocket, take a hit. I mean, look at Drew Brees.
Yeah.
He gets rid of that ball 1/10 of 1 second before he takes the hit. And he's 40 years old.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. The Saints are having an unbelievable year.
He's phenomenal.
I mean, he really is.
Phenomenal.
I mean, and you know what? There are certain quarterbacks you watch and they're having great years. Philip Rivers, 37.
Yep,
Tom Brady.
absolutely.
Drew Brees.
Absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers, 33, 34. I mean, it's tough when you come in, like you said, as a rookie to play at a high level.
Yeah,
you can play,
I mean-
but to play at a high level.
I mean, you look at the really, really, really ace quarterbacks in the game, and these guys are they're old. I mean,
Yeah, the only kid that's had an unbelievable career so far, and it's huge, and it's a kid from Kansas City, Mahomes.
it's Mahomes.
He's unbelievable. It's the second year,
Unbelievable.
and he didn't play last year, but they saw something in him and give the Chiefs credit.
Yeah.
Alex Smith was an all-pro. I mean, all-star.
Was it Andy Reid?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Andy Reid said, you know what, I got to go with this kid. They
Yeah.
let him go. And, because he doesn't make any mistakes. He got injured
Right.
this year with Redskins, but that was an antsy move to put Mahomes in there.
Yeah.
I mean, and the kid lights it up. That
He's
Monday night game
unbelievable, man.
was unbelievable. He forced a little. He got picked a couple times, But wow. Now that NFL, when it was 45-41, 54-55, whatever it is that, they're saying that's the new NFL. Do you like that as a fan?
I do. I like it because I like college. I love college football because I love seeing them just run up the board.
Just rock and roll. No defense.
No, run up the board, man. Forget prevent defense. And I mean, you got to bring the running game in if you're up large and there's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I get it. But no, run up the board.
Yeah, so you think the fans want to definitely see that?
I like that, and I think that NFL needs that.
Yeah,
I think they need it because I think the NFL was getting boring, 2-3 years ago when they're changing all the rules with the hits and this. And
yeah,
that.
People like scoring. New Jersey again had another monstrous month. What they took in is ridiculous.
58 million or whatever it was.
No, they took in like 348 million.
No, but they made 58 million.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Do you think they keep it in storage unit?
I think it's junk bet city. I think there's a lot of junk being bet.
Oh, yeah. But you're tempted. You're there every day. There's so much money they make on props and stuff like that. People don't realize in Vegas, the penny slots are the most profitable.
They're the most profitable.
Like you walk past and you're like, who's playing a penny? You think some old lady from like Hialeah.
I don't even have a penny anymore.
Yeah, a penny slot, and they're sitting there. But I think it's the time. They can play for hours.
Right.
And
they're getting their free buffet and.
Our hats off to our boy Buddha yesterday. He hit the pick six at Gulfstream. Buddha, great man. You deserve the money. You are a nice guy. I've never met anybody else like Buddha.
Amazing. And it was a $50 bet, paid $120,000.
Yeah, right. No, his wife will kill him. By the way, Buddha, you got a new pair of Jordans. There's no doubt about it.
And some socks.
Now your team, UCF, big injury.
Yeah, Milton,
quarterback.
Mackenzie Milton, yeah.
He's good, that kid.
He's phenomenal.
He really is.
He's phenomenal. It'd be interesting to see if he comes back from this. I don't know.
Still first rounder? He's done, right? He's a senior.
Yeah, he's a senior. Listen, after it's gonna come down to medical reports and combine and see if he can move and train. I mean, that leg was facing the wrong direction.
That's terrible. What a sin.
Bad. You think they beat Memphis?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Memphis will do it. Memphis is getting a lot of points. I always go, when people ask me, I go to a spread.
I think Central steps up.
Their defense is strong.
I think they win the game. I think the offense has weapons. I mean, Milton was a big part of it, but I think the
backup's not that good. I know he just came in at last minute, but
he's
still.
not. But I think it's one of those games where the team he was 23-0, 24-0. I think it's 24-0.
Yeah.
And this is that was their last regular game of the regular season.
And now they got their conference championship
against USF. They got the conference championship against Memphis.
Yeah, gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, but I think that they win the game.
The only reason if they stop Memphis, obviously it'll win because I don't think this new kid could go score for score with them. They scored a lot yet again Saturday night, but they ran a lot.
Yeah.
They had a lot of big runs. It's the Greek Podcast. We're at New York Prime. Thanksgiving time is time to be thankful. And don't be thankful for just the holiday and the weekend. I said this on the Penthouse today. People always, I love you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving. 2 days later, it's like, screw it. We don't even care. Be thankful all the time. Because this what you're watching or this what you're doing, it's not guaranteed. So be thankful. It's Greek Podcast sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars. We'll be back in a few minutes. And remember, if you're not buying dinner, you should be buying dinner. Peace.
I'm Jillian, and this is my BMW M235, and I got it here at Brayman BMW of Jupiter. Brayman is really close to home, and everyone is so friendly here.
Hi, Jillian.
Hi. My mom wanted me to get a safe car, and Brayman Service Department has me in and out fast. Plus, because of Club Brayman, I get to race here on a real track. Sorry, Mom.
Fall into exceptional BMW savings. Get world-class Club Brayman benefits and best price. Go to whybrayman.com, West Palm Beach and Jupiter.
Greek Podcast at New York Prime. This is the place to be for the holidays any night. Gift cards are a great gift. You don't know what to get somebody, do it. This is a great gift. The gift card New York Prime, they will love it. We are sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, Jupiter, and West Palm. Your next luxury car should be there. They have your keys to your dream car. I'm here with my boy Ryan. You're not a big social media guy.
I mean, for business I am, but I mean,
personal.
Yeah, I find that you get sucked into it, right? So you have to make an effort not to waste, because you can waste a whole day.
People do every day.
Yeah, my wife gets on Facebook, and she gets angry if I'm like, put the phone down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, so many people, hours.
She'll be like, hours.
Hours, and I don't know what, it bores me, but I find life to be very boring anyway. But then I think people get very upset when people put up negative stuff. A lot of celebrities do about their family, and they get shamed, or ball players, or different things like that. My brother, who is a therapist, has told me that a lot of athletes today is different than years ago. Even though it went on, nobody saw where they lived or what they had.
Right.
And it bothers a lot of people, that regular guy who's scraping his money to buy the Dolphin or Giant tickets, and then sees these guys in these mansions and hanging out in Bentleys. And it could have, someone like Mayweather, he don't care.
Right.
Because he's Mayweather.
Well, it's also part of his brand.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
He's
it.
doing it for brand.
Yeah, he's doing the whole thing.
But he doesn't need to.
No,
He's still doing it.
Yeah, but he just doesn't care. His new place in Vegas, they showed, it's sick.
Ridiculous.
It's like a city. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So, but would you come off of it? Because people seem like they're so tired. Like when you go out, everybody, do you think it's going to get worse is my question. Before it gets bad.
I think already some people are getting exhausted from it, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more people on social media saying things like, I'm done.
Yeah, especially politics.
Yeah.
In restaurants, waiters and waitresses, that's one of their criteria now to take a good picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a guy.
But that's good for marketing.
Yeah, but there was a guy that I know, a waiter, he told me he got in trouble with the table, not because what he did, he took the pictures wrong and the guy was mad. The wife.
Oh, God.
She didn't like the pictures. She said, get me somebody else. Because the guy didn't take a good picture.
Right.
But again, if you're looking for that constant approval, there's something wrong.
Well, and the other thing is that there's a like a, I don't know if you'd call it a condition, but you're seeing people's worlds and it looks like they have this perfect life.
And they don't.
And it's not true. I mean, it's made up.
Suicide's up for teenagers more than ever.
Yeah.
Kids cutting themselves
Drug
more than ever.
abuse and- yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of it comes
Opioid
from that.
stuff and
I mean,
yeah,
it really-
because it's tough to chase that perfect dream
Yeah.
of life. 'cause
Well,
it's
we
not
didn't like
realistic.
each other in high school. When we were growing up, it was different. You just didn't hang with a kid, or maybe, your gym class.
got in his face.
Yeah, or somebody said, hey, Tom said you're a jerk. That's it. Now you get home, you see 50 text messages,
Yeah.
things, and it bothers these kids, which
Yeah.
is sad. But they think that's
And
the
they
way to
gang
go.
up on each other, the
Which is
kids,
bullying.
yes.
It was just terrible.
They do.
I think the message should be shut the phone down.
Yeah.
Put it down. I mean, when you're out, you see everybody on the phone. I mean,
Right.
I was Dunkin' Donuts this morning, guy in front of me, 2 minutes. I find the lady goes, sir, oh, I'm sorry, having a conversation, trying to order. The order comes out wrong. He goes, you didn't.
How
I
about
didn't
people
order.
driving down Yamato Road on the phone
Oh, it's
all day long?
crazy.
And I tell my daughter, I have my oldest daughter, she drives, and I told her, I said, because she was driving me around the town the other day, and I said, you got to leave more space. And
Yeah.
she's like, Dad, it's an appropriate amount. I go, you know what?
If
I
he
go,
stops.
It is. I said, it's an appropriate amount of space on the highway.
Yeah.
I said, but look what that person in front of you is doing.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's on the phone.
It was a woman. She was driving with her knee. She was putting lipstick on, and she was talking on FaceTime.
Oh, my God.
Driving down 50 miles an hour down Yamato Road. I'm like,
That's
babe,
crazy.
I go, look at that.
Yeah, that's brutal. You can't stop
I
that.
said, that person's going to slam on her brakes,
Yeah.
and you're going to be in their trunk.
Did you do it? I know the answer is no, but I'm going to ask you anyway. You know how serious I take my Christmas shopping.
Yes.
Now, did you start yet?
No.
I was out Friday,
No.
6 a.m.
No,
I have my list.
My kids went Friday morning after Thanksgiving. They went to the mall, and
Yeah, some
I go, what
people-
are you doing?
They want to shop, hang out. I'll do anything to get out of my house.
Worst.
If you see
Ferragamo
us-
didn't have a sale.
If you see us waving our hands because we got a lot of gnats that are uninvited.
they brought us some really nice lump crab meat and shrimp here, and we're enjoying it, but the bugs are enjoying it too.
The bugs are enjoying it too. It's a Greek podcast. This week we got some big games. Alabama's playing Georgia, laying 14. Does Alabama cover
Take Bama.
it? Yeah. Georgia gave them a hard time last year, and Alabama
did.
doesn't have the same defense.
Take Bama in the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a gimme bet this year.
Yeah. This week was the last 2 weeks they didn't come
Yeah,
in
I
first
think
half.
they're like 10,
Nine and two.
I think they're 10-2 or 9-2.
9-2 when they played Auburn last week. Then they blew
Yeah.
out Auburn. Heisman Trophy, that quarterback, he's getting it, no doubt about it. And then the Big Four
Alabama's
probably beat
special.
Clemson. I don't know if Ohio State gets in. It'll be
No,
Notre Dame.
it'll be Notre Dame, Alabama, Clemson, and
The fourth one's up. It'll be
it'll be
either Georgia, Oklahoma, or
Oklahoma, Wisconsin's out.
yeah, or Ohio State.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those three.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. This weekend got a lot of games.
Now there was a path, and I don't think it happened, but there was an actual path where Central Florida could have gotten in the top 4.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, my brother explained it to me, Bill.
Ohio State, this is a good bet this week. They got to win, and they got to win big. So they're playing Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lay 50 on Northwestern. I love Northwestern. Every one of their games this year, the underdog covers. They're laying 14. It came out of Vegas this morning, 11, went to 14. Meyer's going to hit the gas. He's like
Yeah,
Spurrier.
Absolutely.
He, like even the other day, he was loving that when they
Spurrier's
did.
face in that first half. Oh my God.
You mean Meyer?
No, it was last week Spurrier's face in the first half.
Oh, they showed Spurrier?
Yeah.
He was at the game?
I'm sorry, not Spurrier. Saban.
Save it.
Save it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but the
God.
Alabama game you're
Yeah.
going to. I'm going out to Michigan.
Oh, you're looking.
Yeah,
you're
man,
looking way
they were
back.
just crushing them.
Yeah.
They came out. And Ohio State played bad all year. Now, either they're just don't get motivated for the teams, but they were motivated Saturday. They put Michigan's one of the best teams in defense this year. They put 62 on them. That's a ton of points.
Big points.
I mean, they just and Meyer, you
Yeah.
can see him and Harbaugh when they had to shake hands. He hates him.
Yeah, he hates
and
him.
Michigan's lost 9 in the last 10.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Odell yesterday, Giants lost again, and he came complaining, and he said they didn't.
And he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. Let me tell you. I mean, he's a jerk the way he does it, but
Yeah.
he happens to be right.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to tell you, the Giants gave that game away.
Yep.
They had the game won.
Barkley only had 4 touches, fourth quarter, second half.
Horrible coaching.
The coach should go.
Coaching, it's bad. Yeah.
What about the Dolphins coach? Should he stay? I think he goes.
Honestly, I think that team. I think that I've been saying this for years. We've been doing this. What? It's like 5-6 years already.
Yeah, yeah.
That organization has been bad from the top down.
Yep.
From Stephen Ross down to the kicker. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Everything's bad about.
Well,
the
Ross
organization.
isn't going anywhere, but I think you fired
No.
a GM, you fired a coach, you need a quarterback. You
Yeah.
definitely do.
Head of football operations gone.
And you know what? You've seen teams turn around. Look at the Rams a couple of years. Fisher
Yeah.
was in, he's out. All of a sudden, they turn around. They spent some money, obviously, but they got the right player.
Do you think Cleveland puts it together over the next 2-3 years?
I don't know. They won their first road game in 25 yesterday, and I think they were very angry to play the coach because the coach actually went to Cincinnati, and I think they wanted to show him, like, hey, we're a good team.
Right.
Makerfield went well. I don't know. They could be competitive. I mean, who knows? It's going to be tough.
They've already negotiated. They have 2 firsts, or a first and a third, right?
Yeah, they got some draft
They've
picks
got some
again.
draft picks coming up.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, again, they've
Their
won
defense
more.
looks
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
You know, if they're
yeah.
healthy, they're good.
Yeah, Mayfield since he
Mayfield's
came.
for real.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. The only thing with him is you wonder if he's going to get popped sometimes because he runs around.
Right.
He's.
He does that college quarterback.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
He
he's
runs
got
around.
it. Yeah, he slammed the
Yeah.
coach after the game. He's like, yeah, I'm not happy about him going over there. Brady broke a record yesterday. Another one.
Another one.
But he didn't. Did you watch the Jet game?
He didn't look good.
No, he missed a lot of plays.
He's the best. He's the best fourth quarter quarterback ever.
Yeah.
And they make incredible adjustments at halftime.
Oh, man.
Incredible.
And how about Gordon pickup? I said it was going to be great. He's a beast.
Yeah.
If he can stay straight, and so far so good, knock on wood if you're a Patriot
Right.
fan. But my God, when I don't realize how big he is. He's 6'2".
Big boy.
I mean, he's fast.
Yeah.
And Brady's just starting to go there.
Yeah.
They'll be in the championship, whether it's against Pittsburgh, against the
It'll
Chiefs.
probably be against Pittsburgh. It could be against KC. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the one thing with KC that's going to hurt them is if they go all the way to the championship and they get home field, it's going to be freezing
Yes.
in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Colder than even New England. And the one thing with Kansas City, they run around.
You're talking about, so the home field advantage is either going to be Foxborough,
Yeah,
KC,
or Pitt.
or Pitt.
Yeah, all
3
cold.
really cold stadiums.
Oh yeah, no doubt about
Really
it. And
cold.
out of the 3 teams, I think Kansas City gets hurt the most
Yeah.
because they're built on speed.
And so what do you think is what would be the ideal? So let's assume that New Orleans is in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Right?
New Orleans
So
or the Rams.
It's either LA or and that's going to be a phenomenal.
Well, the thing is, the Saints, if they win out, they got home field. I don't think they lose home.
No.
The last year
No.
they got screwed in that play in Minnesota. They should have
Yeah.
won. Breeze is unbelievable. When Breeze throws the ball, it's like Brady or Rodgers. You don't think it's going to be incomplete. You're shocked.
Unbelievable how he can put that ball, and he, and like Brady throws Brady finds the open man who's out on some island, and you're like, where's the coverage? Breeze puts the ball on the back shoulder, on the forward knee. He puts that ball where his receiver can catch it.
Only him.
And he doesn't throw picks.
No. He's
He
unbelievable. All
doesn't
3
throw
of those guys.
picks.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, when they drop a ball,
Rodgers throws picks.
Yeah. No, Rodgers has got the record.
But
He didn't throw a pick for the last 280 games. They
I was
had him
thinking
last
Favre.
Yeah, you were thinking Brett Favre. Favre got picked off a lot. No, Rodgers got a record.
Really?
Yeah, they showed it last night. But the thing with those guys, though, when they throw a pass, it reminds me of Montana. I thought it'd be completed. And when Breeze, and he's not a big cat.
Right.
I mean, he's a little taller
No,
than
he's
us.
a little guy.
He might be
He's
our
a
size.
little guy.
Yeah, he's like
He's Doug
5'10".
Flutie.
Yeah, he's a little bigger than Flutie, but man,
He's a
and
little
he's
guy.
got a gun. I mean, he can heave that ball.
Rocket.
I mean,
And his release is so fast.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, he knows where he's going when he gets the ball.
Yeah.
He hikes and he knows I'm going here.
You know what, though? But he does go through his progression, and he puts that ball in hands. I mean, it's...
He's got a 90% ratio with his receiver, Thomas. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That means 10 balls, he's catching 9. I mean,
Yeah.
I throw him the rock every time. No, I think it'll be probably the Saints and either New England or the Chiefs.
KC, I think the KC New Orleans Super Bowl would be phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Do you think with Brady and them, they're in the conversation? It's so tough to bet them.
They're in it every year.
Yeah, it's tough to bet against them with that experience.
Tough.
It's a Greek podcast, and it is Thanksgiving weekend. Before you know it, it'll be the holidays. Who's on your list? Now, what do you think about people who kiss up to you during the next couple weeks?
Nobody kisses up to me. They kiss up to you. I mean, you're the Greek. I'm nobody.
I'm not giving people bonuses.
Here's what I get kiss. My neighbor, who's 83 years old, he comes up to me. I'm walking my dog. He said, "Hey, you got a cigar for me?"
Really?
That's the kiss up.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
I'm like, yeah, I got a cigar for you. It's $5.
Yeah.
You can leave it in the mailbox.
There are people who are nicer to people around the holidays because the bonus time.
Yeah.
Your pool guy, maybe your post office guy goes out, "Hey, buddy, whatever you need."
You tip the mailman.
Oh, well done.
You're the guy that tips the mailman.
Yeah.
I tip the garbage guys.
Well, yesterday I had an ironic story before we tape it up. I'm home on Saturday, so I'm watching Ohio State, Michigan game. I'm very excited about it. Florida State. I'm home in my element. I'm smoking 2 cigars.
There you go.
I got my Calvin Klein underwear on, and the bell
Ferragamo
rings.
slippers.
Ferragamo slippers with the fur on it, and the doorbell rings. And all of a sudden, I go, "It's UPS, big flat screen TV." So I said to the guy, I go, "This isn't ours." I said, "It must be a mistake," because I have 9 in my house.
Yeah, well, I sent you one.
That's right. So he said, "No, it's yours." I said, "The name doesn't match. I didn't recognize the name." I call my girlfriend, who's now my wife. She doesn't answer. So I said to the guy, "Take the TV back. I'm trying to help you. It's a mistake at the end of the day. It's not me. It's the right address, but it's the wrong name." So he leaves. He goes, "Thanks, bro. I would have had a big problem." So anyway, my wife calls 5 minutes later. I said, "Oh, some TV came. I canceled. Don't worry." She goes, "No, that's my mother's." She goes, "And for some reason, they used their maiden name. They mailed it to us. Her daughter bought it on Amazon." So I'm like, oh, God. So I open the door, and I see the guy at the end of the street. So I start running. I go, yo, bro. It was a mistake. As I'm running halfway down, I'm realizing, oh, my God, I'm in my underwear. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The guy looks at me and goes, "Is that baby oil?" I'm like, no. So he comes back. I get the TV. We're all good. It's a Greek podcast. We're losing it. It's like Tiger and Phil wanted to talk about that $9 million thing, but we got a break. It's Ryan, it's your boy Greek. Remember, Brayman Motor Cars sponsors this in Jupiter and in West Palm, and your next meal should be at New York Prime. You're a winner. And give them gift cards. Everybody loves gift cards. Peace. See you next week. God bless.